Hey guys, it is Adam from No Life Crew, back again to talk about my attacks in this war, where I'm hanging out with Sons of Anarchy, CWL Clan, doing a Town Hall 11 war. So I wanted to show you my attacks. This is going to turn into a little bit of a what not to do video because I got 85% on both of my attacks and they were both very close to 3 stars, but minor things turned me in the wrong direction. So let's go ahead and jump into those attacks. And guys, check this out. I am number 12 on this war map. I have not been number 12 in a war map in a long time, so it was quite refreshing to not have the pressure here. So in this attack, this one was a little bit risky. I do have to admit, what I'm going to be doing is putting my queen on this gold mine and breaking her into the base. And you know, this is going to be a really hot queen walk. So I figured, I've done this before where I've done a really hot queen walk, and as long as you get her through this hot part of the base with, by hot I just mean a lot of point defense. If I can get her through there without using her ability, I am going to be golden to 3-star this base. So that was really the key. And you can see I'm coming in with delayed Val. I took a giant because the CC is over here, and what I wanted to do is get my queen to walk this way and meet up with her around here, 9 o'clock with P.E.K.K.A. and bowlers and witches, and then delayed Val over this AD to the core. So if we get this started, we will see that it starts to go pretty well. I get my queen down to queen walk. I get those breakers in. She enters the base like I thought she would. And the queen walk is about to get pretty hot here, so I get a rage down pretty early to make sure that she is going to stay alive after she steps in here. And it just gets a little hot here, guys, with that expo. I didn't feel comfortable, and I had to bust that ability. You know, and you might ask at this point right here, why am I not queen walking with the warden? And honestly, the answer is that I just am not as comfortable doing that, because what would happen here, I knew that there was a good possibility I'd have to bust her ability where I just used it. And if I had a warden walking with her, this expo would now be shooting the warden, and that warden would die. Or the healers would switch to the warden and my queen would die. So that is why I didn't walk with the warden with the queen on this particular base. She's going to continue doing what I thought she'd do. And I was slapping myself in the face right now thinking, you know, I'm going to have a tough time 3-starring this now that I lost my queen's ability. So I got another rage down here. Probably wasn't needed, to be honest, but I wanted to start my next portion of my attack of getting my P.E.K.K.A. and bowlers in. So I didn't want to have to worry about my queen while I was deploying the rest of my troops. And I probably did need that rage, actually, because of taking on that AQ. It was just a little early. So I got another rage down once my bowlers and P.E.K.K.A. and Kill Squad are all in this in this base, and healers walked through it nicely, healed my queen up to full health. And at this point, I lure the CC with the giant, and at this point, guys, that poison should be down, and I totally screwed up. I lost my poison in scrolling, forgot I even had it because I couldn't see it. Happens to all of us, bad mistake. So between that and having to pop that AQ ability early, cost me this attack, really cost me this attack. So quite bad. And especially the poison was the big one that was bad. So at this point, I know that this isn't going to be a 3-star. I could have froze that Inferno now for Val to get experience, but I waited and I froze it here to try to keep my queen alive. There was only one healer on her, so it didn't work. But, you know, I got the 85%, high percentage. It turned out okay, guys. You can't 3-star them all. Town Hall 11s are tough, so it was an okay attack. The plan worked pretty well. I just didn't want to use that AQ ability early, and definitely the poison mistake really hurt me. So let's move on to the next one. So my next attack that I did in this clan was a base that I saw Granny Clannies and NLC do a really nice job with Bow Witch on. He just ran out of time on it. So what he did was he used a jump spell over on 10 o'clock-ish, and he got the Eagle with a Queen Walk prior to even deploying his Bow Witch. But a scout revealed that I could easily get my Queen into the base down here with breakers. So I didn't want to waste a spell up here, and I didn't want to lose healers to this archer tower that's out of range of the Queen until she would be jumping over around here, and this archer tower probably would have been hitting my healers at that point. So I went the safe route. I went the route where I knew what exactly she was going to do, using the same troops as the scout did for the Queen Walk. So coming at you with a Bow Witch. So we have a wizard coming down to clear the camp, and that really creates a nice funnel. The baby dragon comes down to clear some trash, and Queen is down, and breakers are going to come in here to break open that lair. And I actually had one breaker left that I forgot that I had to come in later. So almost cost me there with a mistake right off the bat. But that next breaker comes in here and thankfully avoids that baby dragon and skellies and witch. So opens up that wall. Get a rage down right here nice and early. Keep that Queen going while that Expo and the archer tower 2-point defenses are on her. And she's going to start working on getting to that enemy archer Queen. And I get another rage down nice and early and know that Expo's still up. She's going to be facing that enemy archer Queen. So got that rage down. And I was a little concerned here about having to use the ability as well. She got a little low, but she did handle it just fine. So jump spell down on the entry point and the core. And this attack kind of goes wrong because I didn't get enough bowlers to the core, but I should have deployed more bowlers towards 6 o'clock so they'd go to the center of this base. Get a rage down. That Eagle goes down nice and fast. Use the Grand Warden ability. A group of bowlers jumps to the core. Takes out that Inferno. I froze the backside Inferno hoping that those bowlers that got to the core would get to the backside, but they did not, and that cost me the attack. The AQ, my AQ is still working from 6 to 3. Still have a good amount of troops up here. Rage the King, but just that Inferno staying up is going to kill me. If I would have gotten that Inferno down, these bowlers would be surviving behind my King tank, and they would have made a run at 3. So key mistake, just not getting enough troops to the core, but all in all, high percent, decent attack. Just wanted to showcase some of my attacks here that didn't go quite as well, because I usually showcase the ones that go for the 3-star. So until next time, guys, this is Adam from No Life Crew, distracting you from real life since 2013.